Introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Ethan Warren.
Hi, I'm Jada Newhouse.
And I'm Juan Martinez. We're here to watch this next game, which is Baylor University versus University of Texas. So the Bears against the Longhorns. I don't have any idea how the football teams are doing, so don't ask me that.
UT usually does well in the first three quarters and then disappoints in the fourth, like always.
I don't know if that's trash talk or not. So.
No, I mean, I go to UT. I can't trash talk. It's very sad.
All right. Well, we just had a very interesting vibe check out on the field between Baylor and UT, so we're big fans of the bonding that's going on here on these pitches, but we'll see how it actually plays out when the game starts. We saw UT's played 2 games.
I think so, yeah.
Who they play against?
They played Cav,
Did-
and then they played someone else. UTSA.
UTSA. Two good games. They brought UTSA. UTSA did have a catch on the snitch, so it was a 9-9 game at one point. But UT was able to pull away after the catch, pretty much 6 goals to 1 goal answers. And then in the Cav game, I don't actually know the final score of that. How did that one
I
play
think they lost by 2 goals. I think it was like 150, 130, or 140, 120, something like that.
Was it that close?
Yeah.
It was really close.
It was very close.
They made it to 90, I think.
Or maybe it's 110.90. That sounds right.
110.90.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
110.90. Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, that's good to know.
And I actually didn't see the poll on that game. Who did Cav pull?
Yeah, Josh Andrews
Poll.
pulled. He's
Classic.
No, I think we're good. You know,
90. That's what he does. He pulls snitches.
Stop it.
So, how do you think this one's going to play? I don't think we've seen a Baylor game on this. Oh, Baylor played Sam Houston earlier.
Yeah.
That they ended up, Sam Houston ended up winning that one.
Yeah. I think it will depend a lot on who UT's going to send out there. I think they might play a little bit more of their depth since they played a lot of their first string players against Cav. So I think, we might see some competitive footage out here. So,
Yeah.
excited for it. Yeah.
That checks out. Yeah, they did have, I don't know what they call their male beater set, but they had that out there for quite a bit. So, maybe this is a game where they, exactly like you said, play their depth. So I'll be interested to see how that plays out. Trying to think back to Breakfast Taco and the scores of those games. I feel like Baylor did a good job early on. I think that's sort of a very common thing that happens in sports, where you're sort of a team that has a lot more energy, a lot more heart, especially since UT just played Cav to basically to the limit.
Yeah.
Maybe there's room there for Baylor to step out at the beginning of the game to a really good lead and be able to hold on to it. They're no slouch. I know Romeo Mendez is somebody who's been playing for a few years. He's really good. He's a beater that I always like to compare to someone like Kaiser, who I make up my own terms for beaters, but I call them both chaos beaters. Jack does a lot of the same things, but Romeo's right there along with them. So depending on how Romeo goes, I think they can do some really positive things in the beating game.
For sure. Yeah. I think it's also about, stopping UT's passing game. Their passing is so good. So, making sure you keep track of chases behind hoops, passes over the hoop, things like that. Especially passes from behind the hoops up to the top of the key, trying to stop that.
Yeah, I think there's also, I made the joke, not a joke last time, it was a bet. The over-under on how many of those backside hoop dunked passes that they're going to have in a given game. I think Baylor's still a pretty young team. They've been around. They got a good number of players compared to where they were the last full season.
Yeah.
But there is a lot of new I don't want to call them inexperienced, but learning players.
For sure.
So that kind of pass is something that you see with those kinds of teams.
Yeah.
That's a very vulnerable spot. We do know they are going to play a version of their Baylor defense. I don't know if we saw that in the Sam Houston game because I wasn't there, but I know we saw it all throughout Breakfast Taco, which is a really easy thing to start implementing, a hard thing to fully implement, but at least it's something they'll do. So if there is a defense that can cover that backside pass, it would be a Baylor defense.
Yeah, and that's something that Cav implemented in their last game against UT to some success. So we'll see if Baylor can do something similar here. But you're right, this is a fairly young team, so we'll see if the leadership under a lot of these veteran players like Gabe Garces, what they can do in the development of these players in these first few tournaments. Yeah,
so they're almost getting started. I'm not sure who's won, but we're going to give this, just to turn this camera around so you can see, and then we'll just give you a minute before we get started of just sounds of the day. Or sounds of the chants of the teams. How's that?
We need it.
Do you know what they're saying?
You know, when-
Okay. That was what I thought. I was like Ethan Holding, maybe?
Did they have like a Harry Potter chant last time?
they had that one for a while.
They have expected
Expected
Patronum.
Patronum is like
It's
the
like they break
end,
out.
yeah. Damn, you drink a lot.
UT also has a
I
documentary.
can go
I think it's
refill.
World Cup 6. It's called 8 and a Home. It's a fun watch. Classic UT people vibes.
All right. So, we have a coin flip. Who's going to get possession of the quaffle? If it lines up how the bludgers are right now, it would be UT starting with the quaffle.
You gotta have something to get you through the day. I get it. That's a major risk. Also a major risk.
Yeah, UT's definitely bringing out a younger line here. Kind of anchored by Casey and Davis. Casey playing Chaser right now, but I think we'll definitely see her in the beater game later.
Yeah, she seems to be playing a lot of chaser. It's what we did when she was playing for Outlaws. Is she played chaser?
Boys are like
Actually, it's the reverse of that. She played beater in the secret floor and then played chaser with snitch on pitch. But she's been swapping that around with the USQ gender rules. She's going in at beater.
Yeah, and I think that's definitely good to practice that because snitch on pitch beating is just a whole different game, right?
Yeah, she's been incredibly
Yeah.
effective at it. So definitely no drop off there. I don't know if they would prefer to have any certain combination out there, but when you have Casey and Kaiser and Jack all able to rotate in and out,
It's a good problem to have.
yeah, it's a solid beater core. That's a good chant.
Yeah.
It'd be over there. We don't have any.
No, I thought they were. I didn't know. Oh, because it's split between.
Augustine Monroe be your head ref. Kylie McBride is assistant refing. Arjun, what's his last name?
Palette?
Hallett? Halak. With Eddie Molina also refing. Goal refs from UTSA. I don't know where they're from. There's refs everywhere.
I think that's Kate Mallory. So.
Okay. Well, we're doing our best. We don't have every number for Baylor. I do know Lauren and Hannah, so I'll be able to cover them. But we're going to be learning some of these names as we go through this game. Maybe we'll get better. And towards the end of the season, we'll be fantastic.
Oh,
But
of course.
today, we'll be learning. The more plays you make, the better we will remember your name. Right? So we're just waiting on equipment so the refs can get these bludgers to the right, I don't know, firmness? What? Are you?
You drink from it, normally you don't have to spray it.
No, I meant. I'm trying to see if there are comments. And my phone's there, so I can't really check comments.
Facebook.
Oh my god, that is so it's an AQD. American British discussion on Facebook. All right, so for Baylor University, we have number 77, Gabe Garces at beater. Number 2, Caleb Williams is in at beater as well, and they're going to start with possession of both bludgers. And we have Kaiser Polzing for UT beating. But the Quaffle is in possession of Siddharth Shin. And brooms up. Oh, I gotta start that clock. You gotta keep me honest on this one.
Sorry about that.
The score is 0-0. I got that part right. So sorry about that. Beat up top, it's close side of the field. Davis Rowe takes a beat, passes it back up top to Sridhar, who's also beat.
Oh, great work.
Gabe's clearing that one out. It's a fast break opportunity.
Oh, great first goal. Some nice aggression from these Baylor beaters here. Really caught UT off guard at the start.
I get it right?
I think it's good.
Sorry, the score.
Oh.
All right, sorry about that. Okay. Didn't catch his number, but yeah, Baylor scores on a fast break opportunity there. It was cleared out. Gabe Garces in the beating game by just clearing out everybody on UT.
Number 2, Caleb Williams, also played really well.
Fantastic. As Kaiser takes a beat, Gabe's pressuring. Pass behind, a late pass possibly?
Yeah.
Not too late though. It gets all the way to Casey Beavers behind the hoops, and she's able to shoot it through the top of the center one. Cameron for UT, number 17, able to at least keep one bludger back.
This is what we were talking about earlier. UT's great passing. It's hard to keep track of everyone there.
Yeah, and I'll even give him credit for that by giving him points on the scoreboard. As number 69 passes a little too far to number 50. That's Meredith Hooten is trying to chase that down, but it goes out of bounds as Maxwell McEwen's passes. Just a little too strong. So Baylor's going to retreat back on defense with bludger control. Let's see what UT's able to do with this. As the keeper for UT is able to bring it back across mid-pitch. Kaiser Polston is posturing in front of both those beaters. He's exchanging. It's a misbeat, so no bludgers. Davis Rowe gets the pass but drops the ball. Number 73, Parker Boyd on a fast break opportunity. Davis is there, but he's not able to defend it.
Honestly, great work by these Baylor beaters, especially Gabe Garces. He's really dominating the pitch in these first couple minutes.
Yeah, this is a good combination. I mean, I spoke beforehand about Romeo Mendez, and he's not even on the pitch, and both beaters are still able to do a lot of really good things. And it's one thing for beaters to do something, but it's another for the chaser to be able to pick up that ball and still make that fast break opportunity work. So well done by Baylor University. Let's give them points for that. 20-10 in favor of Baylor. Gabe Garces beats the top, forces Davis Rowe to a pass. It's going to be a reset.
He steps over half.
Oh my Lord! We're going to stop play right there. What happened?
I think he might have gotten beat before, was it not?
It definitely looked like a beat before.
Couldn't tell if that was from the same team or... Yeah.
Beat before the pass. Casey Beavers did push it through the hoop, but it doesn't count because it was the beat before that pass. So that's the call by Alex Monroe into the hands of number 73, Parker Boyd for Baylor. He scored twice on fast breaks. This will probably not be a fast break. We'll see what he wants to do with it.
Yeah, I don't think so, considering Caleb Williams is off the room right now. I think it's going to be hard for him to fast break against Kaiser over there.
He thought about it, though. Davis Rowe applying pressure.
Oh. Can't be sloppy with that like that.
So Davis Rowe applied the pressure, froze Parker Boyd from being able to step forward, and Kaiser throws that beat, causing a turnover.
Yep.
Well done. Well, that's how you stay in the game, and it is now 20-20. Parker and Caleb are approaching the pitch together, trying to do a game plan to see if they can break this UT defense.
Yeah. UT finally with bludger control too, so we'll see how this works over here.
It is a beat. Is UT able to recover? They're not, so it's not even a reset there. A pass way up into the air as Siddharth is able to block that one.
Yeah.
So it ends up being a turnover.
Good cover there by Caleb Williams, but Unfortunately, they weren't able to make much of that possession.
Oh, and a fantastic. Oh, I thought that was.
I
is that
definitely
not-
think that hit his foot, but no.
It is going to be a turnover, though, so it at least forces the pressure to cause that turnover. And a nice dodge.
Dodge by number 16 there, Taylor Thompson.
And Parker Boyd.
Good tackle by Davis.
Yeah, that's Maxwell McEwen. 17 now for Baylor's going to pick it up. The pass, sort of. There's Parker Boyd over the hoops. Davis row. You're not going to catch that man on a fast break. I do think that that's 4 now, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I don't think I even credit for that one he ripped out of my friend's hand. So 40-20 in favor of UT. It's not.
Oh, no, I think it's 30-20.
Oh, did they fix it? Okay, I was right. Okay, so 30-20 in favor of UT.
Yeah. Kind of feels like early on in this game that Baylor's outplaying UT. It's just a little bit of sloppy execution leading to a few fast break goals, a few easy goals.
It is. That ball just went slightly over the hoop.
Wow, what a goal!
An incredible shot from outside the keeper zone.
Number
5
24.
yards outside the keeper zone.
Number 24, Jack Collis there. A beautiful shot at the top hoop.
So Baylor has substituted out their beaters. We still do have number 16, Taylor Thompson, who did a lot of really good things in that the defense before the last one. But this game is tied up now, which is exactly plays into the plans of what Baylor's at least trying to do to start this game. So Taylor Thompson going to step out, apply a little bit of pressure, sinking back to the hoops.
For UT, he's got number 0, Josh Johnson out here. And when JJ's on the pitch, he tends to drive a lot more than the other ball handler. So you might see some nice dunks, some nice drives, like right here. And, good try on that one.
Like 8 minutes.
And just slipping off broom there.
And another fast break opportunity.
Ooh. Great tackle by Casey.
Gotta watch those dives. It's getting pretty dangerous, but Casey Beaver's gonna come away with control of this quaffle. She just turtles with a beater standing over her to protect her into the hands of Josh Johnson as a keeper. She came off broom while holding that quaffle?
Maybe a little bit.
Maybe a little bit. No call, no foul. All right, so in a beater now we have number 26, Mia. And I can't get that number on the other UT beater, number 12?
I think so.
All right, that's going to be Kyle Loudon. So they're going to approach with control for UT. Quaffle back to the mid-pitch in Josh Johnson's hands. Kyle exchanges beats. He's going to see if he can recover. He is able to take control, so there are no bludgers on defense. Mia clears the path again, gets in the way of Josh Johnson, but is able to help score.
Nice. Great play. Good execution by UT on that last play.
So Mia loses a bludger, but she does clear the path, and you'll take points for bludgers anytime. So the score is now 40-30 in favor of UT. We have Augie on the field trying to give a little bit of instructional advice to number 53 for Baylor. As Mia tries to tackle a nice shot, but it is deflected into the hands of Josh Johnson. That was a cross-field shot.
A little ambitious there, but
it was blocked by Swathi. Fire call from UT, letting his teammates know that that UT has both bludgers. Swathi with the ball behind the pit, or the hoops. Passed out to number 21, Omar. Up top to Josh Johnson. A little protection from Mia as she's harassed. The ball goes through the hoops. What happened there?
Great pass by JJ, as he's falling over there. Pass behind the hoops and quick, easy goal. So great awareness by him to get that off as he was slipping and falling off broom.
Great stuff. And UT is going to still come away with control. I did not give him credit, so let's do that now. Yeah, 50-30 in favor of UT.
It's been a very clean game so far too. No cards, nothing.
Yeah, I haven't had to stop the clock, which means I haven't forgotten to restart it either. Oh, sorry, I didn't catch that one. Fast break opportunity for Josh Johnson.
Easy goal for JJ there. I think the Baylor keepers are getting a little too free with trying to drive and not trying to pass here, and they're getting picked off. It's easy goals for JJ, for anyone on UT here. So a lot of their goals coming from fast breaks, from opportunities that Baylor's given them.
Yeah, it's been fast breaks in both directions. So
Yeah.
Romeo Mendez now on the pitch with Hannah as his beater partner. Gabe Garces in now at keeper, as Romeo's going to see if he can clear the way for him. Oh, great beat by Kyle. Caroline Tao blocks that pass, passes it back to Josh Johnson on the exchange, on the turnover. Josh crosses mid-pitch. Porvy with the beater for UT, with the bludger for UT. Caroline Tao now with the ball, far side of the field. UT into the well. Back up top to Josh Johnson. Jack Wang's trying to make a play. He does throw the ball. There are no bludgers playing defense as Hannah has to chase that out of the play. He sees UT wants to do with this. Back to Josh. Does he want to drive?
A little hesitant to drive on Gabe there as they go into their Baylor D too.
Yeah.
So not many driving opportunities available. We'll see if they try and swing it behind hoops here.
This is the patience of a UT system. If it doesn't look good to you, pass it back up top. See if these UT beaters can make a play. They don't like going in. I mean, they have control of everything they want. They can just make a play or just drain this clock, I guess. You have a 3-point lead. How long do you want to hold this ball?
Yeah. I do want to see UT's beaters get a little more aggressive, beating the chasers at the side hoops, since you now have to tag up on the middle hoop. So
Yeah, it happens right as you say it. Oh, an incredible defense by Gabe. I mean, that's what we wanted. We wanted a beater exchange. We wanted to drive right behind it. And it worked in their favor. It's just that Gabe has big, long arms.
yeah. I think number 32, Will Christo, was looking for the highlight play there on the dunk, and just got stripped right before it.
That was an ambitious play. Gabe throws that quaffle from before he even crosses mid-pitch to stop his clock.
Time. Perfect. Looks like a slight injury for
Yeah, it's 16.
Is that?
Not sure just what that penalty is.
I think they are just calling it off on JJ, but I thought he could, because he's keeper, could tip it off. But
All right, we're back on the clock. Nice pass. It's just a little short, intercepted by Caroline Tao, number 9 for UT. Wasn't a lot of options. no real support. JJ going for that backside pass. We talked about it. Was that beat before? No, it wasn't.
great pass there, great awareness to find that chaser right there, make a quick move, make the defense look at him, and then quick pass, quick score, easy as pie.
I'm not sure if they were trying to get the Baylor defense, they just didn't have enough people back, or some beaters came in and cleared that. But oh, fantastic beat by Jack Wing. It only gets one. A long beat attempt. Hold on for a second. I'm going to see what this tackle looks like. Is it egregious for spinning them down?
I think they're calling neck contact on that. At least
Carly, get us a call.
from the indication. Let's see what Augie says.
Kylie, Jack, move! Kylie, Jack, move! Hello.
Don't get a call on what that penalty was, but okay, Garces with a no-look pass, just not strong enough. Intercepted into the hands of Josh Johnson. That was Omar who intercepted it. Weaves in, out, passes a little high. I don't know if that was supposed to be a shot, but Carolyn's got it now. Back to Josh Johnson. And that one's not too high.
JJ looks like he's hobbled out there. I think he might need a sub.
They were asking him if he wanted a brace, so
Yeah.
it seems like there's something, but he's hard to turn down getting points as Davis Rowe comes in. Omar's going to sub out as well.
Looked like after that one shot, he fell down on his leg awkwardly, or on his foot awkwardly. Hope he's okay out there.
So we got Caroline Tao playing the point defender. She's as good as anybody on that defense. Jack Wang defending the Bludgers as Baylor comes in with control. Caroline's beat. A new point defender steps up and wraps up Gabe Garces and spins him down. That was Hayden. Davis Rowe trying to get the quaffle. He's got it. He's breaking free. And he's out.
Classic case there. Beaters getting too involved in their own game, kind of forgetting where the quaffle is.
It's hard. There's so many people to hit.
I know. It's definitely tough in those scrums there. That's where having that experience, knowing exactly where things are, it's an advantage that this UT team has, for sure.
So Jack Wang's going to apply some pressure. That pass, nowhere really to go. So many defenders in the way. Number 22 for UT is going to come away with it finally into the hands of Hayden. Oh, that's Davis Rowe.
Great work by Caleb Williams catching Jack, watching the quaffle play, gets that beater turnover and gets control back.
That's what Baylor needs. They're down 6 goals right now.
Still a very winnable game for Baylor. They can get some good offense on the field.
A little run and a snitch catch, and you're right back in this game.
Exactly.
As UT brings that quaffle behind to the side hoop, it does go through. Let's stop your play first. Continuing education from Augustine Monroe to a lot of the newer players. Even UT, who's a pretty storied, has a number of first-year players. They only have about 7 or 8 returning folks. So. I'm not sure what this call would be.
I think he's calling that a player was beat before, but I'm not sure.
But on the pitch right now, it looks like we do have number 22, McFadden, number 33, Jaden Gilstrap, Davis Rowe, Jack Wang. I'm not sure where the other beater is. Are they 7?
Is that goal good?
I think it was good. Did they call that goal good? Yeah, they called 10.
Yeah.
So it is 100 to 30 in favor of UT. And we are about
5 minutes.
About 14 minutes into the game. And we're going to stop again. Is that Porvy?
I think so.
Porvy, Mujamdar is going to be, I think, substituted out. Casey Beavers is coming in. She seemed to be injured during that whole stoppage, and they didn't catch it. But she's coming out, so Casey Beavers will be in. That's setting up a little early, so they can't be just for the snitch on pitch. Unless my time is really up. We're about to start play one more time.
Go hard! Go defense!
Definitely started a few seconds earlier, but you know.
It's probably wrong anyway. Oh, great pass, but it was going to take a beat anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. But Davis Rowe. Go ahead.
No, I was saying good try in that pass behind the hoops. Could have been a quick, easy score there, but fortunately beat her right there. Stop that from happening.
That's a pass you try and practice, not in a tournament.
Yeah. I do want to see Gabe try and drive a little bit more instead of looking for all these passes, though. Make someone commit to him before he makes these. I think they'll end up being a lot better.
Yeah, he could. Oh, as McFadden gets the quaffle, it goes through.
Yeah. Great score there.
All right, great beat opportunity. Jack Wang does hit, but it hits ball, so it's not going to count. So this is what you wanted. Great tackle by number 1, Toby Uganzi. Pass too far. Gabe is continuing to do what you're saying. looking for a pass opportunity. He could drive. He is taking a lot of tackles, though, so maybe not.
Yeah.
Casey Beavers misses a beat attempt. This is a great tackle. He does bring Davis Rowe down, and that ball ends up getting turned over.
Now we're seeing Jack Wang on the pitch for UT, so let's see how that changes things in this game.
It's basically their snitch on pitch.
Yeah.
Little lineup here with Casey Beavers and Jack Wayne.
Yeah. I think it's pretty safe to say Jack Wang, the best college beater in the country. We'll see.
For now.
For now. And he's been absolutely dominant the last couple of weeks. So.
Yeah, he's going to continue that run there. Yeah, I mean, I think all these different college teams in this area are kind of showing that they have one good beater at least who can hang. As Jack tries to make a fantastic play there, but it's not going to come to fruition.
Yeah. I know you were talking a lot about Romeo Mendez on Baylor, but I've been really impressed with Caleb Williams, actually.
Caleb has really stepped it up as Baylor turns this ball over. I'm sorry, Baylor turns, not Caleb. A long beat attempt from Mason on Baylor.
I think that's going to be a card for that back tackle there.
Yeah, we'll stop play here.
Davis a little shaken up from it, but I think he'll be all right.
He's taking 2 big hits in the last minute. And they're looking for a sub from him now.
Best to be careful here.
So illegal contact, tackle from behind.
We got Siddharth Shende subbing in here.
He should be up there, I'm pretty sure, but that's okay. No love lost. He's going all the way back to the hoop anyway.
Yeah, don't think it would have mattered too much. But.
All right, so Kaiser Polzin comes in, who's by no stretch just equal challenge to Jack Wang. Oh, Kaiser almost
dangerous.
deflected that into the hoop.
Yeah, dangerous play there. Call that a Josh Mansfield on Heat. Because he did that once, knocked the ball into the opposing hoop.
That's one of my biggest fears. That's why I don't even try. But yeah, so we're seeing sort of a weird combination now where Gabe Garces will stand at half pitch and look for a long pass option, and then everyone else drives in. They need to combine those two a little bit.
Yeah, I agree.
So Baylor on defense, keeper stepping out a little bit. Mason for UT is trying to challenge Kaiser, but he gets around him and clears a path for number 33, which is Jaden Gilstrap.
I think part of it might be Baylor feeling a little bit of time pressure, trying to get points up in a hurry, but...
Oh, yeah. Let's add a minute to this timer. And the score should be 140.
Yep.
Which is pretty accurate.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we talked about this before. You know, at the beginning of the game, you got a lot of energy. You're able to keep up with the best of them. And then at some point, depth and just playmakers will show up. So Romeo Mendez back in the game for Baylor. Just a lot of pressure. He is beat or off broom, but Kaiser's there just wreaking havoc. This is the definition of chaos beater. Is number 1 Toby for UT is going to score. We'll see. We'll stop this clock.
Not sure what the stoppage is here.
I heard the word keeper, but we're going to have a conference of referees and see what they want to come up with.
The only thing I saw was that beat by UT beater number 3. It might not have been to anyone since the keeper was in the keeper zone and the other chaser was off broom. I'm not sure if that's what they're
I
seeing.
do wonder if UT has control and you throw bludger at a keeper and protect it. It's not a real
I mean, there were 2 players at the keeper in the protected area and the chaser was off broom, so I think that might be what they're seeing here, but...
Let's just call it that.
Yeah, let's just
see what happens.
You know, and if we're wrong, just forget the last 30 seconds. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Third bludger interference. Wow, we are so good.
Look at us go. It's like we coached this game or something.
Goal is negated, so still 140 to 30. I mean, Chaos Beater, one way or another, you're
Yeah.
gonna make something happen. So he lives up to the name. We'll see how Kaiser's able to recover from the shame of third bludger interference.
I think he's laughing it off already.
Easy to do when you have an 11-point lead. But he's got a bludger in hand now, playing defense as Casey Beaver substitutes out. Eventually get all these numbers. That's number 17. So Cameron Castellaw. She's going to come up and try to protect her chasers, but not able to. Waffle's on the ground. I didn't see how that left Baylor's side, but it's now in the hands of UT.
I think it might have just slipped out of Gabe's hands. I think that might be why he's laughing there.
Kaiser steps ahead of the team, just clearing everybody who's trying to play defense out. No pressure.
Getting pretty close to the end of Seeger floor here.
It's gotta be.
So I'm wondering who these teams are going to be sending out for their first Seekers.
That's a really good question. I didn't see any of the Seekers. I was even in a game and didn't see who the Seeker for UT was. Oh, kick beat attempt from Kaiser. Doesn't land. Off pitch.
Oh, a monster goal by JJ there.
Did I just not start the clock?
Oh,
Oh! That was good. Did that not go in?
no, I think that bounced out.
I'm not sure. They're not giving him credit, so it was still 150 to 30 in favor of UT.
Why aren't they mistaken?
Okay, so I think we're at 20 minutes
We're
now.
at 20
so
minutes
next.
now, so I'll just add a minute to get us to 20:15. That's pretty
Perfect.
accurate.
Yeah, look at us go.
I just missed one stoppage, whatever it is. Okay, so we do have Josh Andrews waiting in the wings to come in as snitch. We'll see how UT wants to play this last possession. They're just gonna doesn't turn over until a score, right?
Yeah.
Whistles, but not for our game. So it is a turnover into the hands of Baylor.
Yeah.
And that's the end of the secret floor. Intermission is begun.
So with the score of 150 to 30.
Yeah, so we'll set the set score. I'll get that done while you break down how Baylor's going to come back in this game.
You know, I think it's going to need a couple red cards on the UT side. A couple red cards, and maybe they'll have a chance. But, you know, I think this is a good... I think Baylor should take this as a good learning game. They did a lot of really good stuff at the start. Things kind of broke down as their players got a little bit more tired towards the middle and end period. But, you know, I think they have some promising talent on this team. So I'm excited to see where they go from here, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, as a beater, I can't help but focus on beaters. But yeah, we have Romeo, you have Caleb in there as well, Gabe playing some beater minutes. You've got a really solid starting line there, right? Any team that has 3 good beaters can really do a lot of good things.
Yeah.
So they just need to flesh out the rest of their roster. They've got good playmakers. I mean, you had the opportunity for fast breaks to get those first 3 goals. They've got the tools to work with. They just need the experience.
Yeah.
So,
and their fast breaks have definitely been great. I think the half court is where they struggled a little bit on offense and on defense a little bit. And that's definitely something for them to improve on. And, you know, that just takes time, especially with a younger team. So.
yeah. So we're back to the game. It started. Josh Andrews is your snitch. Seekers across the field.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
We'll see once I get these numbers.
2, Seekers are released.
Seekers are released, so Baylor's going to try to play this a little slow. They're right at mid-pitch. Is that going to count as a reset? Not quite. So
We got number 15, Will Spencer for UT. I didn't see the number on the Baylor Seeker. Hopefully when they get closer we can get that.
and Will Spencer getting a ton of time over here.
Ooh, got some
Almost
nice
had a
moves on
catch
that.
there.
Yeah. He's got number 16, Taylor Thompson.
And she's just here to play defense a little bit for now. As number 23 for UT, Matthew Herbst is going to try to just give as much time as possible to Will as UT gets on the board again.
And she's got a brutally hard job right now with both of Baylor's beaters focused on Quaffle game. So having to deal with this very good seeker and a beater right there. So, and of course catching Josh, which is a problem in and of itself.
Yeah, big man with long arms,
Yeah.
hard to catch. But Will's got a lot of speed. I know I snitched against him, I snitched against him at breakfast taco. He comes at you with a lot of energy.
Yeah.
So we'll see how long he can keep going. He's throwing up Josh's arms, trying to get around it. Mia Munoz and Matthew Herbst is trying to play defense, or trying to play protection for UT. Another goal for UT. Will's getting real close with that.
He's getting the length. He's just got to curve his arm a little bit and grab that. Ooh,
Yeah.
almost had it there.
Got a stoppage here. Possibly a penalty.
Looks like it.
You get graphics for fouls on here.
That's the.
If anybody
the
wants
next
to
step.
help me code this scoreboard, I would appreciate it.
That was a foul on number 73. I didn't see for what.
Oh, on offense.
Yeah.
That's interesting. You see a lot of offensive penalties.
Yeah.
31-70 in favor of UT.
3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, number 16 Taylor Thompson approached the snitch while he was still being counted down. So she's off hoops or off brooms, back to hoops. As Will Spencer gets more time alone with Josh. Mia Munoz is clearing out Caleb. Matthew Herbst clears out Taylor, and it's Will one-on-one with Josh again. But he's going to substitute out. As Caroline Tao passes to Josh Johnson at the top of the pitch, he's taking his time. They don't need more goals. They just need the snitch so they can score even faster. But they'll score immediately. Is it 180? Okay.
Yeah, it's 180-30 now. So score 220.
And I apologize. I'll add 30 seconds to that timer. The clock doesn't matter now anyway.
You know, Josh presents a pretty hard challenge as a snitch. I think Seeker's got to get low, spring up high, try and grab it there. But if you get too low,
That's what it takes right
Yeah.
there. Another step.
Could also take Josh not seeing the Seeker.
Yeah, I mean, what can you do? You got
Yeah.
two people coming to try to catch you, and they're opposite sides. You got to get a lot of speed.
For
And
sure.
like I said, well, that's number 32. That's not Will. Well, it is Will.
That is well, yeah.
They have two Wills catching these snitches. But that is Will Christo.
Now Will Spencer. Now this leaves UT at a next goal wins
Yeah, so we'll give him
situation.
that credit. It is now 2:15, the set score of 2:20. So yeah, I think this one, they had a good run to start this game, but it looks like
Wasn't it 30-30 for a while? Or
it was 30-30. I can't remember if they had
Or was
a
it
lead at the very
20-30?
beginning, but
Yeah.
they did tie it at 3-3.
okay. Yeah.
And Garce's trying to redeem a few more points worth of honor in this game as Caroline Tao keeps up with him. And that one, I thought that was through, but Mia's going to clear him out. Is a turnover through and through now.
It's a good block over there to save that goal, but I think that's kind of what we wanted to see more of Gabe on the offensive side. A little bit more driving, but yeah.
Exactly. That drive was there. For a while that Brzezinski was there to try to support, but we'll see if this is the final possession. As Hannah takes beat by Mia Munoz. Swampy with the final goal.
Nice.
So we'll give him the credit. We'll stop that clock as Augie blows the whistle extensive amount of times. I'm just going to move this over to stream starting soon. We appreciate you guys joining us. And let me know nothing. Okay.